Alright, welcome back everybody. This is the fourth episode here, the fourth day as well. There it is, it's pulled it up to the ball here, and it works. Took it around the block just to see how it does. So small I can't even see it behind me. But yeah, it's looking really good. It's all come together now. Just got to do the wiring. I did torque the nuts and torqued it to 90. It says 85 to 90, but I went and just took it all the way to 90, and I have to tell you, it is really loose. So you know what's funny is I'm looking at this darn thing and it says warning, maximum highway speed 55 miles an hour. Well, you know that's not going to really happen. But anyways, I probably should check the PSI on this, on the tires as well, just to make sure that they're properly inflated. But just went around the block here just to see where it goes, and it's good so far. So far, so good. It works. And in fact, let me stand on it here for you. The frame here is a little, a little light. See if you can see it moving. I'm on the very back end of the frame here. I only weigh 125 pounds, but see it's moving my truck already, wiggling my truck a little bit. But I'm assuming once I get the plywood on here, it's not that bad. In the middle, it's really solid. Yeah, when you get closer up here towards the hitch, it's pretty solid. So it's just the very back end seems to flex a little bit more, but so yeah, there you go. So today in this episode here, let's see here. Yeah, gotta do the electrical. So that's the only thing that I got remaining. I'll probably, before I do anything, I'll make sure all the nuts are torqued. Nuts and bolts are all torqued and everything. But here you go. There's the electrical pieces here. So just gotta finish with those. Maybe for your plate. Alright. So now hopefully this should not be too hard, but you never know. So I'm going to cut out here, and the grease gun works. I did grease the hubs. Let me see if I can. I believe last time that's where I left off. Told you I was going to grease the hub, and I guess you can kind of see it. Can you? Yeah, there it is. So stuck the grease gun right in there, and you can see some of the grease on it. So just pumped as much as I could. Same thing on this side. Let's see, yeah, there it is. And just make sure it's full of grease. Both the pneumatic and the pistol grip, they work just fine. That being the pneumatic here, and that being the air grease gun. I didn't get the continuous one. If I thought about it, I should have gotten that one, but this works just fine. That's alright. It was cheaper anyway. Of course, it wasn't that much cheaper. I probably should have gotten it. So works great. Air hose having the two air compressors linked to the common air hose really helped a lot. So let me cut out here, and I'll cut back in when the wiring's done. So I forgot one thing here. Let me wipe this clean here a little. These are the nuts and bolts that are left over. So I got 4 of these here, and I have 4 bolts. So I'm assuming they're going to be used for the sides here for these lights. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about these. There's no other screws or anything that came. I'll have to check the package, but I believe the bolts are going to be used for these. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, that leaves me with the plate. There's no bolts for the plate, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. There may be there's some screws in here that I could probably use for those. So we'll see. Just want to keep you up to date on that one. So, alright, let's do it. Alright everyone, got the wiring set up. Took a little long than I thought it would. Just reading the instructions is kind of confusing as hell, but I pretty much followed them. I kind of deviated a little bit because they want you to run the wires from here through here and then back around and coming out here on the left side, and then having this come back up and then down because you got to connect the side lights here. When I was doing that, I noticed the yellow wire on the left side. It's not enough room to go around like this, so I just took it right here and it went down. So I'll show you here. So this is the yellow wire here being on the left side, and I just took it around here. Let me show you from the inside view. So there it is. Take it underneath, have it go through the hole right there. Same thing for here, as you can see. Gonna take it under because there is no hole. There's no hole over here, so just take it over here. Don't worry, you got these little clips here that you can put on here like this, and I'll show you. I got them on some other places. This is the inside wiring for the inside here. It goes, sorry about that. It goes something like this. So this wire, the light brown, is coming from the light. This is a part of the light, and the way it describes it, it says there's some kind of connector. I don't see anything that's a connector, and this is the only way I figure how to use it. You have to cut the brown wire here, I'm assuming attach it to the light, and then that's the connector that I see, and then connect it, the brown wire coming out from the light to the rest of the brown wire. You see the brown right here. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as the tail lights work, and they do, I tested them, I'm fine. This side light here, I don't see it turning on, but that's what the directions calls out for, is the brown wires to be connected through the side lights. Anyways, here's the connection, the little clip that I was telling you about that you can use. So I have them in several spots here as well. I haven't grounded this yet, but I'm figuring, I'll just drill a hole in somewhere with some metal screws and ground it to the frame somewhere. But I already had my my four-way already set up, so I didn't have to do anything. And strange enough, I mean, there's this is the parts that I'm left with here. Of course, this screw goes onto the other side right here. I used the screw to hook the wire to this piece that's attached to the light bulb. I might show you later the light fixture. Anyways, originally the directions call out for you connecting your four-way to your truck, because I got this piece right here, which I didn't use, and it almost seems like you're gonna be short, and so I advise get some nuts, wire nuts, to do some connections. That's what you may need to do unless you already have a four-way, which if you're gonna get a trailer, I'm assuming you already have a four-way. If you're not, it does come with one, and I think this is what you're supposed to use originally these connectors for hooking up your truck to the four-way here. There's originally 4 of these. I used 2 of them to do this. See, one over there and one over there, and well, that's what I use. And this is the setup. That's what it looks like when you wired it. So oddly enough, I'm left with 1 nut. So I better check all my bolts here. And so anyway, some deviation from the instructions. Of course, the instructions don't really help that much. So I'll clean it up a little bit now that I got the wiring the way I want it. So as long as these guys work, that's what I'm more concerned about than the side lights. So there it is. Here, as you see right there, there's the directions for it: brown, green. So it looks like you're supposed to connect the brown to the brown. So have it flow through the brown wire. So we'll see what. Or maybe I did it wrong. I'll play around with it a little more. Now that I'm looking at it, I might have done it wrong. I'll see. I'll check it out. Anyways, I got most of it done. I'm just cutting in to show you what I've done so far. Let's see from the back side. That's kind of what it looks like here. Let me see if it refocus. There it is, a little bit better. So yeah, it's slowly coming together. It's almost done. So anyways, I'll cut back in a little bit later. Alright everyone, I'm back, and I really thought about some of that wiring, and as you see, it works here on the back end. And I guess the reason why you want this side light is to let other people know as well that you're turning, or you have your lights on or something. Anyways, I looked at the wiring, and those directions are really wrong. So what I did was I connected the brown wires coming out, but you need to connect it to one of the other wires. So I pigtailed it, and that's how I got it to work. Otherwise it just would not work, wouldn't do anything. Those directions are really screwed up. If you're wondering where I got the extra wire from, I used it from this part right here, which is the four-way to your truck. But since I already have one, I didn't need to use it, but I needed the wire, so I might as well keep the colors all the same. I'm going to do the same thing for the green on the other side, and yeah, that's how you should be able to connect it. So this goes to yellow, the brown comes out, you connect it to the brown. I basically pigtailed it, so I cut the wire in half and connected it 3-way. Same thing on this side, and see, now it works. So so that's my update here on this. So the lights, when I turn the lights, it works. When I push the brakes, it works. The signal, it works. So just got to do the same to the other side here, and then I'm done. So Manuel just really screwed over anybody and everybody on this thing, because look, it says right here, if you look at it, the way that it shows it, green just goes right by it, and then wire from the light. I don't know, it's just weird the way the diagram shows it, and it's not very clear here either. So just, and the other thing is, it says here black wire. There's no black wire in the back. There's no black wire. That's it. That's all it is. I even opened up the thing in here to make sure, but no, nothing in there. So anyways, I guess they gotta go work on, maybe they should build one of these before they start giving directions on it. So anyways, that's the update for that, and so I'll do that to the other side, and we should get, wiring should be complete, hopefully. Alright, thanks. Alright, wiring is done. Just want to put it together really good. I know I can still need to tape it off, especially where the pigtails are, but that's alright. All I have to do is just unscrew this, turn this around. That's how I tightened it so good. Tape it off, twirl it around, screw it back in. So, but as you can see from the other side, did the same thing. The wiring is, you know, not too bad, hidden really well. Of course, I got to pigtail that too, and that pigtail, tape that off. Same thing over here on this side. Tape this off here. Tape it really good. But other than that, I mean, you can't really see the wiring all that much. Really well hidden in the frame here. See from that side. And over there. So I think we're almost done. I mean, I gotta just put the plywood on it, which I'll do. I mean, that's not a problem. But like I said, yeah, I think if you knew what to do, and if you watch this video and get a better idea of what it takes to put this thing together, you can literally do it 2 days, one full day and one full second day, and you should be done. Just to get to this point, I think if you got the plywood, you can put the plywood on. Of course, you know, I'm going to do some other things. I'm going to make modifications on this. So just to recap here, the wiring on the directions is totally wrong. I wouldn't even follow them. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking over there, but maybe that's how they person who writes those instructions, maybe that's how they do their wiring, but you can't imagine how successful that would be. The bearings was not that bad of a challenge. You do have to clean them out, and they are, you know, kind of dirty. Not something I would use. I finally did get the other dust cap on this side. I just need a lot of room to swing my mallet to pound that in, but it went in. The nuts need to be torqued because they are just way too loose. So torque them and triple check the torque, because once you torque one side, the other side will get loose, and so I had to, you know, torque it 4 times before I was satisfied that all of them were torqued right, because I noticed as I was going through a star, you know, you do one, then you go on the other, then this and this and this, and I would just keep doing that because there's only 5 nuts. But I noticed that they were not torqued after I finished torquing all of them, so I had to go through it 4 times before they all clicked with my torque wrench. So they're torqued now. I hope. I'll double check it. I mean, so this is what I was left over with. I was left over with 1 nut, and before I put my plywood, I'm going to check every bolt and nut, probably torque them just to make sure. left with some of these here. Of course, you know why I pigtailed. I didn't use all these because obviously I don't. If you go through the tubing or the cross brace where the holes are, right there, and there. Well, you get the idea. You probably don't need the clips as much. So, but you definitely need them up in the front. If you can see that. And of course, on this side here, that's where I got the clips here. So it looks pretty clean. Looks pretty good. I still got a ground somewhere. I just put that there for now, but I'll think about grounding somewhere. I'll probably put it maybe under here, clip it on maybe here, and then ground it somewhere on the bottom, just to make it not visible, or maybe even, well, I don't know if I can ground it here. It's hard to get to, but I'll think of something. I can be pretty creative at times. So there you go. It's all put together. Make sure that when you put this together that this is right side up. You know, kind of looks nicer that way. But there you go. There's my trailer. Not bad. Not bad for. I sold my old trailer to basically get this one. Used the money to get this, and had some money left over. So it really didn't cost me anything. If you need a small trailer and you have the time to put it together, and if you got the tools, jack stands, not jack lift, it's not quite necessary. You can do it you can put the tires upside down. It's just that I work by myself, so if I put all that stuff on upside down and try to turn it over, it would have been a little too heavy for me. Grease gun, and these work. I'm not sure what on the reviews what people are talking about when they say it's junk. Maybe compared to their $200, $300 grease gun, it's junk, but I didn't pay $200 or $300 for these, and I got both of them. I got the pistol grip and then the pneumatic as well. They both worked. I didn't have a problem with any. So air ratchet really made it go by fast. If you have an air ratchet, literally you can do it in 2 days. If you're really good, you could probably do it in a day and a half. Of course, bucket it with some water. If you have a parts washer, that would help. But you really need to blow. Look at all that grease I blew out of there. Literally, I took my hose here, hooked it up to the two compressors, though, as you see there, and 90 psi, and blew all the grease out of the bearings, the old stuff. So that's put in this stuff here, the red grease, which looks like ketchup. Anyways, there's my trailer, and hope you all enjoyed this episode. Would have been quite long if I didn't cut in, cut out, and sorry if it's not play by play, but it would have been really long. I'm surprised I got it down to about 4 half-hour episodes. But if you're really thinking about getting one of these, I recommend getting one. Of course, I'm still left with this. Apparently, there's not enough bolts for me to put my plate on. So I don't know where I'm gonna put this or how it's gonna be done. I just gotta look at the picture, but that's all right. Most of it's been used up. I'll use the extra pieces for parts. Of course, if you have extra nuts, wire nuts, that helps as well when you pigtail, when you do the wiring. Have a multimeter just to check on it. And if you already have a 4-way, you don't need this. You can use this for the scrap wiring for the pigtails. So you know, you can still kind of use this. The wiring's just a little cut down here at the bottom, but still be able to work. Oh man, so that's it. Thanks everyone. I'll give you some updates on it. You know, when I put the plywood, I guess I'll let you know on that as well. But I'm not really planning on doing an episode on it, or maybe I'll do an update on it. But other than that, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, and even do a video response if you want to. Until then, tune in to the next episode. Bye now.